Right. As you can see, we've moved the 1973 Plymouth Satellite inside for fun. And today we're going to get started on some of the rust repair on this guy, because rust repair seems to be pretty much a constant theme around here when you don't have any modern cars or good cars or money. So here we go. It's Dogleg time. 73 Plymouth Dogleg. If you have a 73 Plymouth, this is probably going to be useful for you. If you don't, you should just go get one. I think everybody has one of these anyway. Actually, the principles are the same, regardless of the car. Doglegs are usually shot. It's one of these things that doesn't look too bad, and I'm sure it'll get substantially worse when we get into it. So here we go. The quarter panel, of course, is all of this here, and the rocker panel's here. So where they weld the quarter to the rocker, it's just lapped there, spot welded, and then leaded over. So we're going to hope that we can avoid that, because that's just a big mess of melting out lead and everything. And the rust, again, we're not restoring this car, we're just trying to make it a little better. I'm going to try to make just a piece that's as small as possible. So the usual protocols apply, which is make pattern and then make the part. So let's get busy and see if we can get this piece done in a few minutes here. And once we get our piece made, we'll cut this off, and we're almost certainly going to have to make a piece behind this, because why would this be rusty if the piece it was welded to was not also rusty? And of course, lots more rust repair fun coming up for everybody on the weekend. Okay, that's all I'm really going to try to make here. The door jamb side of this is still in good shape, and normally we don't like to weld along an edge there, but it's pretty insignificant little repair here, and what we're trying to do here is the fastest repair that's going to hold this car together so that we can just go start enjoying it. As you can see, most of the car is really still very good. The frame is excellent, wheel tubs, and even the back of the rocker panel, that's always shot, and it's fine. So it needs cleaning up. You can see you got some undercoating that's failing there, but behind it is there's still shiny paint, so not too bad. Good seam up there, and a little tidy at the back. We'll put that back into service, and of course major repair to do there coming soon. Got my body lines kind of sketched in there just to help us make the piece, and let's see how far we can get. So we're laying out our tape on a piece of scrap I found here, and I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, you can see how it's kind of doesn't want to lay flat there. So that's telling me if I push that down and it wrinkles, that means that's where we got to stretch it. And of course that makes sense with the change in direction of the body there. This is the shape that has to assume. You can see that oh, that's here. Yes, that is kind of like that, right? And then there's a kink in it here and a hard line that goes there. So but you can see by the way that's all sticking up there that we're going to stretch that in there before we get too far on the rest of this. So I'm going to, you know what, I think I might stretch this before we even cut it out. Let's do that, and I'm basically just going to beat on it in this area with a hammer, and then we'll cut it out, and then we'll start putting the details in it and folding it, etc. Right, so if that's approximately what we're trying to build, then there's approximately where I'm going to try to stretch it out. So let's head over to log and see if we can make a mess of that. good enough. Just a basic lump. Now I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I think I'll just cut it out and then we'll start shaping it. One for you dent enthusiasts, eh? Yes. One day. We're getting close, you guys. One day we're gonna fix the dent. All right, that's all we got. Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen here. Just gonna try and flatten this out a bit. See, already you can start to get a little bit of shake there. I think we'll fold this now, and then we'll match that to the profile inside of the car, and then all we got to do last is put this little crease in, and we'll have to probably do a little detail there, and not too bad. Sort of something. Oh, that's crude. So there, literally just smash it inside out a bit. Now back to here. Start. Have a couple of pieces of pipe welded here and here. I can just kind of use for stuff like this. There we go. So that's starting to come along. So we don't really know if we have, I don't think we have any radius here yet, but we can see that the little reverse curve and the sharp intersection there are coming together now. So to get the radius along here, just a little shrinking. So I'm not even going to worry about that right now. I really want to just see if we can get that looking a little better. So we'll just tap away. Okay, now we can see, I hope we can see, there, we're starting to get something that looks sort of like what we're trying to make. So, that looks like it needs a little more there. Sort of like what we need. I'm going to go get a profile from the car, and then all we got left is dial the radius in down there, trim it, test it, hammer it a little more to make it a little smoother, but whatever, and then that's kind of a take. There we go. So you can see a big gap in here. We'll do that. It looks like I've made that a little too sharp, so we'll have to soften that up as well. So that's easy enough. First thing, just put a little bit of shape in there. There's lots more in here. A little more yet. Okay. Now we gotta soften that up. It's a bit exaggerated, but that's okay. I think it would be okay if I could find a hammer. No sign of it. Okay, see you next week. Okay, that's really good. I'll check it against the car real quick. I'm glad I checked. I don't think that really needs to be any better than that. Seems actually surprisingly decent. I think what we're going to do now is just tidy up the edge. This fold here is still a little bit too round. Doesn't really matter because it's all underneath the molding anyway. But I think with the very tiny amount of tapping and fiddling, that's going to be just fine. So let's do some more of that. Well, that's probably all we got time for today. If I start welding this in, there's no video. So very happy with that actually, for something that didn't take very long. Probably took longer than this video, but not a heck of a lot. See, the door is not closed because I haven't trimmed that yet, but it fits just fine, and it's going to take very little to make that look new. Next step is, of course, cut the old shit out and see what's behind there, and then very likely we're going to have to make another piece of the wheel arch, but hey, we got to save something for next time, right? Alright guys, thanks for checking out the video today. Obviously a little more to do on that, and you can see we've kind of spoiled the surprise. Of course, we've put the 73 Plymouth in the shop, so lots more of that coming on the weekend, and we'll see you for the regular contributor.
Same old shit.